Hello everyone, and welcome to our small presentation. As you are all aware, Sam and I have been participating in some professional development on integrated studies. Mrs. Gilbert has asked us to present our knowledge and understandings that we have developed over the semester thus far. We hope that this presentation will expand your ideas and views of integrating the curriculum into the key learning areas. According to Gordon, 2014, the integration of curriculum in recent decades has seen many teachers utilising and incorporating themes into their classrooms. Themes might include dinosaurs, Easter, Christmas, transport, space, or under the sea. Based on language themes, topics are selected at random. Activities tend to be roughly related to a topic. For example, when using a dinosaur theme in the classroom, teachers may incorporate a phonics activity by using dinosaur fossil cards, but not actually teaching about dinosaurs themselves. In Hampsten and Murdoch's 1996 book, Integrating Socially, they provide a great table to assist us teachers how to integrate effectively. Not only does it state what we need to integrate themes adequately, but also, as Gordon 2014 states, how to integrate using an inquiry approach in social education. This is a smaller version of Hampsten and Murdoch's 1996 model of how to integrate using an inquiry approach in social education. Have a look at some of the key points of thematic learning. Based on language themes, topics are selected at random. Activities tend to be roughly related to topic. Links are often forced to fit all curriculum areas. English and maths and other learning activities fall under the theme umbrella. Teacher-directed, limited student input, versus those from an inquiry-based perspective. Topics drive the unit and are chosen for greater understanding of society. Activities are planned around topic of interest. Teachers and students ask, what is the most effective way we could present this data? Merging areas of the curriculum, the inquiry model is used to develop activities. And interests and needs of students are considered, with regular routines often altered to meet curriculum areas that are not a part of the integrated learning. The four different models of integration based on Robin Fogarty's 1991 continuum of curriculum integration. Interdisciplinary occurs within subject areas. Models include fragmented, connected, and nested. Transdisciplinary is beyond subject areas. Models include immersed and networked, and multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary is between subject areas. Models include sequenced, shared, webbed, threaded, and integrated. The interdisciplinary approach to teaching is the way subject areas that are not normally connected are integrated across several disciplines within the curriculum. Basically, using Fogarty's method with the interdisciplinary approach, the entire school can use the integrated curriculum to improve student learning and engagement. According to Fogarty, integration happens when skills are connected with knowledge in one subject. For example, in the Australian curriculum, ACARA 2013, for Year 1, the context for learning is present and past family life. The concept change and continuity is integrated with this context as seen in the content descriptor, differences in family structures and roles today, and how these have changed or remained the same over time. ACHHK028. Another example, say I connect a skill, concept, or topic to two different disciplines. Rather than just assuming my students know the connection, I am making them deliberately for them. Another way Fogarty explains integration. Jean Piaget, 1936, advises that creating a connection to real-life experiences enables people to learn and acquire information more adequately. What's more, Piaget, along with other theorists, John Dewey, 1965, Maria Montessori, 1870, and Rudolf Steiner, 1861, provided the groundwork for an integrated curriculum. Bonnet, 2007, has found these theorists provide substantial contributions through research and writing, as well as through practical application. Influence in integrated learning. Dewey 1965 started to see children as active citizens in society and leaders of their intellectual development, according to Ornstein and Levin, 1993. Waldorf and Montessori schools are now also beginning to become very common in Australia, thanks to the work of Montessori and Steiner. According to Barnes, 1991, the Waldorf theory tends to focus on just one topic or subject that the curriculum material revolves around. Furthermore, according to Spady and Marshall, 1991, these theorists have provided more areas and engaging ways for children to foster their individual learning and knowledge. As stated in the Australian curriculum, an integrated approach encourages student engagement, makes the learning meaningful, and ensures that the learning is respectful of each student's age. These goals are aligned closely with the general capabilities of literacy, numeracy, ICT, and personal and social capability, and provide the basis for your assessment and reporting. As Fogarty suggests, threading or integrating approaches are interdisciplinary, with core learning organised specifically to meet the curriculum. Web or guide to design and lay out the pedagogical ideas of teachers will be very beneficial for your integrated learning. According to Okara 2007, students must be provided adequate content covering all these curriculum areas to extend their learning and development in the 21st century. Sam and I have discovered that more possibilities of 21st century and real-world learning will and does occur when content is looked at from more than one angle. Integrating the curriculum is an authentic way to assist your teaching and extend the learning of your students. Here are some theme ideas we found from a great blog by Pippa Ashton. Pippa is the founder of Worm's iView blog and childcare. With over 20 years' experience in early years education, we thought these themes would be a great way to get your head around the concept of themed learning. While we have only grabbed 4 ideas from Pippa, there are plenty more ideas out there from Pippa as well as other sources. You can see how she's incorporated the theme into the learning areas of physical development, personal, social and emotional development, communication and language, literacy, mathematics, expressive art and design, and understanding the world. As Bolstead et al. 2012 emphasises, all these crucial elements to learning within the 21st century.
Thanks, Lisa. Hola. Hi, everyone. So Lisa's talked about learning and integration in the 21st century. And I'm going to take us back to where we've come from as a learning and teaching community in this country. But first, I have a definition of integrated curriculum for you. Yes, another one. Integrated curriculum is a curriculum approach that purposefully brings together knowledge, skills and values in and across disciplines to develop deeper understanding of key points. It occurs when areas of the curriculum are related and connected in a meaningful way by teachers and students alike. Lisa also talked about using themes to integrate subjects and ideas within the classroom across disciplines. So should we use an approach such as thematics to try and piece studies from one subject together with another to form some kind of integration? Or are we better to explicitly teach each subject separately? This is something that we can only answer on a personal level. Earlier, Lisa touched on Robin Fogarty's model of curriculum integration and how we can use the interdisciplinary approach through the whole school to improve student learning and engagement. Fogarty's model also goes further to talk about a transdisciplinary approach, which goes beyond classroom learning, where the students are responsible for their own learning. And at the other end of Fogarty's model is the intradisciplinary model, which starts with fragmented, has some strands that are connected, and the nested model is the final step. I'll talk about these in a bit more depth further on. So, where do we fit in? Piaget's stages of development theory sits well with Fogarty's fragmented model of learning. Piaget argued that children develop sequentially through set stages right from birth, rather than it being a continual flow on from one to the other. Piaget also believed that children can only focus on one dimension of a particular situation, rather than being able to see different perspectives, which encourages educators to believe that the fragmented model or explicit teaching is the ideal manner of instruction for students. Fogarty's fragmented model is the original design for the organisation of our Australian curriculum. It has separate and distinct disciplines. English, maths, history, geography, and science are their own entity, and the only relationships between any of them are implicitly taught. But is direct instruction really working? In the lower primary setting, core skills need to be explicitly taught. There's no way around it. This is using the fragmented model. Some teachers also connect some of these core subjects together, which is explained with Fogarty's connected model, where the disciplines each remain separate, but explicit connections are made within that discipline. The next step is nested integration, which is the use of natural combinations between disciplines. School systems and ideals have always worked alongside the idea of economic outcomes and what students will need to know when they enter the workforce. We clearly see this when we look back at schools in the early 1900s, which were focused solely on what the students would be doing once they left school. Then later towards the 1950s, schools took on a very industrial approach, where students were put in grades according to age and segregated according to ability. School systems are often likened to a production process, completely related to employability in the real world. Students follow the same curriculum, at the same time, at the same pace, according to their age, and are tested against the same standards. But is this really productive? Do we want students to become more than just a useful human resource? What was needed to be taught in schools in the 19th and 20th centuries is very different to what we need to teach in the 21st century for students to become active and engaged members of a 21st century community. There's less certainty about which jobs people will delve into after their education, with some jobs yet to be even created. In the 21st century, lives and jobs are uncertain, insecure and challenging, with technology, networks and environments constantly changing. To challenge students with an integrated curriculum and to create an environment where learning is personal, challenging and offers the opportunity to learn independent skills to become a lifelong learner gives students the ability to cope with an ever-changing world. Well, you all know how packed our curriculum really is. So how do we cover it all? Is it worth teaching every discipline separately? Will integration allow us to cover more? Lisa gave some ideas earlier about using themes throughout learning, which can give us the opportunity to connect some learning across disciplines. Another way to integrate studies is through inquiry-based learning, which can be described as a tool to develop students' curiosity and imagination using investigation and the asking of essential questions to problem solve independently. Inquiry-based learning allows students to collaborate, use creativity, to think critically and gain knowledge at their own level and pace, allowing them to draw their own conclusions, make informed decisions and gain new knowledge in their own time. Now that we've given you a few new things to think about, please feel free to come and discuss any of this with either Lisa or myself. We're both only new, so ideas from others are always welcome. Thanks for listening, everyone.